I was happy for Senator Caballero's remarks because the fact of the matter is there are very different regional issues, and I'm sorry, but I can't take off my regional hat, and I'm not going to. I understand, as the previous speaker just said, that we're all in this together, and we will all sink or swim together. However, let me just say that the North, the Delta, the Central, and the Southern areas have very different needs, very different resources, very different problems, some that can be helped by government and some that cannot. And I am not going to for 1 minute forget that the area that I represent, which is where 80% of the water that we're talking about falls on this state, has very different problems than the southern part of the state. And when we talk about what has to come out of this conference committee, folks, yes, it has to be a comprehensive plan, but it has to address the concerns and needs of all of the stakeholders. And that includes those rural areas that may not be so heavily represented on a population basis, but certainly is because of area of origin and because of geography, and because, quite simply, when you're north of the Delta, our problems are totally different than what's south of the Delta. And I have to tell you that one of my misgivings, not misgivings, one of my disappointments already in the language that is going to be presented today as opposed to 24 hours ago is already an abridgment of some of the needs of my area of origin, and some of that language which has been removed from the process. And maybe we can interject that back into the discussion. And so I'm not here to throw in a monkey wrench, but I want to tell you I am not going to take off my regional hat. We all have regional hats. We want to fix the Delta, and yet it's not going to be at the expense of abrogating area of origin water rights from the north. It's not going to be at the expense of having faucets turned dry down in the south. And so there actually has to be co-equal results. And when we use the word co-equal, I am talking about all of the different stakeholders involved.